Good morning. Let me log into YouTube and make sure everything is running properly. It was a rainy thunderstorm morning. Yeah, if this was 30 minutes ago, it was gloomy, dark, and rumbling sound. We had like a crazy morning with thunderstorm downpour that lasts for like 5 minutes, and then everything is fine. But that's Florida, okay? That's Florida weather for you, especially in the summer. You can have a quick thunderstorm, lightning, thunder, all that. There was a lot of lightning between 6 and 7 o'clock, and then we have the thunder came and went real quick. All right, let's see. Look like everything is running properly. Just want to make sure everything is sized properly here. Look like it is. Let me move the light out of the way. Okay, so I'm up and running. Unless anything specific is asked, I'm not gonna, go and run through, 50 ticker because nothing has changed. Yesterday was as ugly as we expected. Um, I look at Bitcoin first thing so far today because it almost went down to my buy price. Not low enough. I had an order in at 35,000, and last night it went. What time was this? Yeah, last night it went down as low as 35,180, and it did. When I went to bed, I figured, oh, it almost got down there. Maybe in the middle of the night it will get down there, but it did not. So not much to do. Just leave it there. Okay, so just leave it there. There is no reason to move the price, but as the market go, as far as the stock market, especially the Nasdaq, as the market goes, so does Bitcoin. They move pretty much in lockstep. Okay, it's not. I've been saying this for a while. You can ignore all the nonsense about how Bitcoin is a perfect hedge to inflation, this and that. It's not. It's a risk asset, and it moves like risk assets. All right. The elephant in the room, of course, is TLT, right? TLT hit new low yesterday. How can we expect the stock market to go higher with TLT continue to crash? Nothing has changed. TLT keep hitting the 52-week low, so we will keep hitting the Nasdaq low. No if, no buts, nothing to talk about, right? Okay, nothing. There is so little to talk about as long as TLT behave this way. This is the ugliest thing that we have seen in a long time. You're talking about 25% plus move in TLT. Let me get my trusty calculator out and do a quick math here. 113, 113.3 divide by 155. Yeah, 27%. 27%. TLT has retraced 27% over the past 5 months. Chew on that. 27% in the past 5 months and 2 weeks. Okay? The high of TLT was right here, December 6th. So actually 5 months. All right? Well, December, January, February, March, April, May. 6 months. Okay? Or 5 months. Okay? My math is all screwed up, but 5 months to be exact. 5 months, 27%. Total annihilation of the bond market. Total annihilation. If you were investing in the bond market a year ago because the professional on TV was telling you that you must be balanced, you must have 40% in bonds, 60% in stock, total annihilation. Okay, I can't say how much I hate professional on TV that pawn off bond is a safe investment. When my brother, over a year and a half ago, when my brother approached me about learning to trade, one of the first thing he did ask was, should I keep my money in my bonds? And I said, get those things out, keep them in cash. Okay, because if you want to trade, sell your bonds, keep your index funds, your ETF, and use that, because that money in bond is going to be obliterated. All right, and if you ask him, he said that was the best advice I gave him early 2021. It was utter annihilation of the bond market. Now, QQQ. Hey. New low yesterday. How ugly can it get, right? How ugly can it get? Good morning, Socrates and Paul M. How ugly can it get? Remember, the trend line say 301.65, okay? So, can we go down another 2%? Yes, we can. Absolutely, yes, we can. That is not very far, okay? That is not very far. The NASDAQ now has given up. Let's see, let's get out the calculator. 305.11 divided by 408.71. 24.35. Okay, 24.35. Not quite 25%. Goodness gracious. Okay, that's ugly. Morning, Jason. And then let's see, how about the S&P 500? S&P 500. We are not quite, well, we are near the 52-week low, okay? We're not quite there as far as, you know, a 20% bear market in the S&P 500, but it's been ugly. Dow Jones teetering the low of 320. Yeah, it's getting there. It's getting mighty close to the 15% plus. What is already over 15%. The NASDAQ, okay? Remember, QQQ is not the NASDAQ. The NASDAQ is slightly different. I'm curious to see where the NASDAQ has been. 12,523 roughly divided by 16, 764.86, 24.3. Okay, so QQQ is pretty close tracking to the NASDAQ. Just in case some people want to nitpick, QQQ is not the NASDAQ. Well, you're talking 0.05% difference, okay? So that answered that question. So the only thing that I bought yesterday, Costco. I bought Costco at 500, $4.99. This is it, okay? This is it. This is the key spot here, as you can see. It came down, it wicked below and bounced and settled right there. So you get the key 200 MA, a key trend line, and a key ref low, ref support. Okay, so not much more to say for Costco. If that failed, well, then down here, 474. Okay, there is no magic to this. Costco has failed. Now, that being said, the big guy like Costco here. Sure, it can overshoot, but he's a big fan of channel low, buy channel low, sell channel high. Okay, nothing new here. So if you can stomach more pain, how much more? Like I said, we can go down another 5%. That's very doable. As far as another 5% lower for Costco, absolutely, very doable. If the Nasdaq, the S&P, the Dow Jones crash another 2 or 3% to hit the channel low there, then why wouldn't Costco go lower, right? It's anything is possible at this point. As I mentioned now for a while, if you look to buy, if you squeamish, pick a level below, another level below. Okay, you can buy some, like I bought some here, but I told my brother, don't buy everything that you want to buy at this. This is a great spot, no doubt about it. But ultimately, we can see 475. Okay, so back up the truck there. No need to back up the truck here yet. We are not anywhere near bottom. Okay, let's take a look at a sector that got walloped. Home Depot. Home Depot has already given up a lot. Okay, a lot. It has reached, what's the decline here on Home Depot? 289.41 divided by 420.61. That is a 31% decline. A 31% decline in 6 months on one of the most beloved company. Okay, that is ugly. Home Depot is back to where it was back in August of 2020. Yes, August of 2020. All right, that's mighty ugly, mighty ugly. It has failed some key channel. All right, let me draw in, duplicate drawing, drag it down here. Yeah, just leave it. No need to draw that channel. It's not really a clear channel. So tell that to Home Depot owner that's been holding the stock for a year and a half. Okay, it's ugly. It's always entry point matter. If you bought Home Depot down here at 250, sure, it sucks that you gave up almost all your gain. This is why you do not buy and hold and hope. All right, I don't understand the mentality of people that follow the market. There's people that don't trade because they're busy with life. That's different. There are people that watch the market daily, like we do, but they also go with the mantra, I don't trade. What are you doing? And why bother watch the market? Okay, don't. Low, not as ugly, okay, because Low has given back some, but not as badly as Home Depot, but still, it is at this key juncture here, okay, key juncture here for Low, and I don't think it's gonna hold, okay. I was out of Low at 200. I didn't care anymore. I stopped caring for Low. I stopped telling people to buy Low for weeks now. It's over. It's done. Where would I think Low is a buy? 180, another $10 lower, another 5% lower, maybe it will get there. It, you know, like I said, unless there's anything specific that anybody in the chat want to ask about, there's no point to talk about anything specific because it's bad. Nothing has changed today compared to Friday, compared to Thursday, compared to last Friday. We are in a bear market. We have a way to go. We're not hit bottom yet. And then I talk about TNX. See, how can we go low? How can the market recover when TNX keep going higher? All right, this is not a healthy sign of any sort. It's out of our control. The bot is gonna keep selling, and we just had to, stay out of the way. Buy small, trade quick. Whatever rally you get in the bear market evaporate fairly quickly. You have seen that play out many times in the past couple of weeks, right? So It's no longer a secret to anybody that on the pop, you got to get out. If you're lucky and good and time the bottom and able to buy some stuff, like for example, I bought some Costco, okay, Friday. My brother and I did. We bought some Costco. If we have a pop on Monday, not that I am predicting a pop, I don't know. But let's say if there is a pop on Monday, do you think I'm gonna not sell? If I bought Costco at 500 and $4.99, you think I'm gonna sit there and let Costco pop? So let's say Costco pop to 520. You think I'm gonna sit around and say, no, it's gonna go higher? No. I sell. I take the $20 gain and get out. You know, it's yeah, it's ugly. It's super ugly. Now oil stay up. I did short more. I did buy more puts. Okay, so I have more puts on USO as of today than I have ever had. I have done USO put now three. This is my fourth time, my fourth go around. Okay, so I have started to buy puts when USO get to 80 and 81 the previous many times. So I'm not going to change. I will do the same thing, but this time I am even more because I was able to buy put when USO is in the 82 range. So I like that. Now, if USO keep going higher, I will buy more puts. But I'm buying puts 2 or 3 weeks out, so I have plenty of time to play. I never buy puts on the same week or the next week. I do it 2 or 3 weeks out. So you're talking, if I keep on buying puts on USO, it's most likely will be the end of May as far as expiration date. Okay, so I have time to let things play out. Okay. Let's take a look at some home builder. See what's going on at Beauty Home, PHM. Look at the home builder. Yikes. Okay, let's go back 3 years. Home builders has come down to pre-pandemic. Yeah, it's not pretty. Okay, this is not pretty. It's not 3-year low, but yeah, Beauty. How about Lennar? What is Lennar? LEN? Yeah. Lennar has come back down to, well, for sure, 2-year low. Okay, it has given up all the gains the last 2 years. It's back to, as you can see, it's back to August of 2020 price. So not quite 2 years, okay, but it's ugly out there. The one that everyone loved, Cleveland Cliff. I just don't see a reason to buy these things. Okay, like I said, we are in a mode where everything are getting sold. Even the thing that people like as far as inflation hedge, recovery play, Freeport McMoran, breaking a key trend here. Okay, the big guy was playing Freeport, so was I, but this is a warning right here. Okay, that is a warning. Breaking off support, breaking off. No, it's not something that I would like to see. Okay, this is important. This is very important here. No, I don't like that one bit. This, if the big if, of course, if we go into a recession and construction fall off the cliff, Freeport can cliff dive. Okay, so I don't like it. I don't like it one bit. Let's go. Can we go 15 years? Let's see. Look at this thing. Look at Freeport on how crazy it can be. Yeah, you see this right here? Look at this. This is the housing crash. This is when housing market crashed and things fell off the cliff as far as demand for copper. You see that? Yeah. Housing can crash with high mortgage rate. You think I want to be in this? You think I want to play in this thing because I believe the inflation is going out of control and I need to buy commodities? Yeah. How low can Freeport go? Yeah, a lot lower. Okay, single digit. No, thank you. No, thank you. I use this example to show you if the Fed continue to raise rate. Keep in mind, I'm using the word if here. If the Fed continue to raise rate, and he will, if mortgage rate reach a point where it completely stifle buyers and housing market crash, why in the world would you want to hold on to these things? Okay, why in the world would you want to buy and hold Freeport at 37, 38, 39, 40 when it show you what happened when housing demand crash? You can look at the teens. Do you want to hold something that can lose 66%, 67, 2/3? Does anybody have the stomach to lose 2/3? I don't. Okay, I have. Didn't like it. Cleveland Cliff, same thing. Oh my God. Okay. Yeah. No. There is absolutely no chance. No chance. Yes, the many things that we looked at has now come back to pre-pandemic because the pull forward. That was a thing that concerned many people, and it should have concerned all of us. Is the pull forward. When you suck demand forward, it's gonna take a long time for that demand to get the balance back. Think about all the thing with the toilet paper and Clorox, right? There was a huge surge in demand of this product in 2020. Everyone stocked up. We have plenty of wet wipes and Clorox. We don't need to buy any of that stuff for the rest of this year. The grocery store is stocked compared to 2020 where the shelf was bare of Clorox and wipe, right? I'm sure you can all remember in 2020 when you go to the grocery store and the area that sell wet wipe and sanitizer was usually empty, or if they have something, they have a big sign say only one per person or two limit, whatever. Those days are long gone. All the shelves are filled to the max. Okay, so it's not a good thing. Okay, now what's going on with 3M? 3M, here we go. Let's go back to 3 years and see what's going on with 3M. We just want 3 year. Okay, so this is 3M's. All that demand pull forward, this is what you get. This is what you call a balance. It has gained, it has come back to balance. It came back to where it was pre-pandemic. Okay, there's a thing called balance. All right, Clorox. There you go. See, pandemic. This is pre-pandemic, and then you get the pandemic surge of demand, and guess what? As the shelf start to stock up, all that pull forward demand crush demand. Okay, we're back to balance. We are back to balance. Okay, so keep that in mind. It's not that difficult to understand of a concept. I mean, I would not recommend Clorox or 3M at all until now. Okay, now, not, keep in mind, I'm not saying now is the time to buy Clorox or 3M. I'm saying that we are at a point of even Steven neutral, no longer bearish. Let the technical dictate if and when we can buy into Clorox or 3M. Now is the time that we can at least look at this and say the bear trend for these companies are over, because we are at the point of inventory balance. Hopefully everything I just said makes sense. Okay, so there's a lot of pull forward that, well, Netflix is another example of pull forward, right? All the pandemic demand pull, the subscription, all that stuff. And guess what? They run out of people. What more is there to say? You know, there will be a balance. There will be a slow growth going forward eventually, but pulling demand forward is going to hurt. Pulling future demand into current business is wonderful for growth, because you show booming numbers, but eventually that pull forward is going to hurt you in the future. And that's what we see with a lot of business, from Netflix to all of these pandemic play. Okay, it's not a good thing. The staple, the safety, let's take a look at some of them and see where they were. McDonald's, yeah, I mean, I don't hate McDonald's here, but why buy? Okay, why buy? Would I buy McDonald's down at 243, which I missed a couple of times last week when I was too busy? Yeah. If you bought McDonald's down here on the below 245, what are you doing not selling at 250? Okay, take the $5 gain, take the 5% gain any day. Pepsi, same thing here. Would I buy Pepsi down here at the 50 MA? Yeah. Buy 50, sell 20. Would I consider buy Pepsi at 50 MA instead of at 100 MA? I'd rather not. The XLV, the healthcare. Would I buy XLV down here? Yeah. Keep crashing. Okay, we're in phase 2. Everything are being sold. Okay, phase 1, people was FOMOing into XLV because that's a safety play, and guess what? Now we get phase 2. I would buy it. Yeah, I would, because phase 3, these companies will do very well in phase 3. Okay, anything, keep in mind, many things that work well in phase 1 of a bear market will work well again in phase 3. Okay, so phase 2 is when they're getting sold like everything else. Okay, because we get a point where, you know, everyone is going into cash. Well, not everyone. Many people are raising cash. All the pros, all the funds, all the hedge funds, they are selling everything across the board. They're reducing exposure to equity. That's what they are doing. So it doesn't matter what stock you are. When they say reduce portfolio across the board 5% to raise cash 5%, everything is getting sold. Okay, so we're in phase 2 of a bear market. So if you have a 6 months horizon and you want to nibble from here to down here, you will be rewarded in phase 3. I'm not rushing in yet, okay, because I think if I've been saying for the last 20 minutes and the past couple of days, couple of weeks about how we're in a bear market and we can go 2 or 3 and 3% lower, why rush in? Okay, why rush in? Everything can be cheaper. Anything that you buy today, yesterday, can be 2 to 5% cheaper. Why not wait and buy? Okay, you have time. You have time. I can't stress enough that this is not going to be any kind of violent V-shaped bounce. The only time that this can happen right now, The only catalyst that I see right now that can give us a V shape, rip your face, 1,000 point Dow Jones, 400 point NASDAQ blow off, rip your face move is if Russia and Ukraine sign a peace agreement tomorrow and say, we're done. Enough dying, enough killing. Let's settle this. We agree to XYZ, whatever, and it's done. No more gunshot, no more bomb, no more anything. That would be the 1,000 point Dow, rip your face up, NASDAQ 400 plus point move. But other than that, there is nothing on the horizon that would be a catalyst that would reverse this downtrend violently. If I miss something, let me know. There is nothing, absolute nothing that I can see that would be a catalyst to move us away from this bear market trend. Okay, nothing. So it is what it is. The financial is getting crushed. Okay, the financial is getting crushed. They're all gonna hit 52-week low from JPM. Yeah, I would not. I mean, if you didn't take this pop to sell some or get out, I don't know what to tell you. I have been bearish on financial for a couple of weeks now, right? Because I sense the once I sense phase 2 coming, I'm like, it's over. I was still trading semi 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, but once I sense phase 2, I'm just like, it's over. Okay, nobody cares. Nobody cares how much growth you want to show. Nobody cares how much demand, how awesome your technology is. You are getting sold. So yeah, SMH. Can SMH visit the 52-week low of 222.82? Heck yeah. If the NASDAQ crashed 3% more, what is going to stop SMH from going to see the 52-week low? What is it? Nothing will stop it, okay? Absolutely nothing. SPXS, what's that? SPXS. Yeah, I mean, it's an inverse. I'm not a big fan of any kind of leverage, whatever. I mean, if you want to short the market, be careful. That's all I gotta say. There's nothing wrong with shorting the market. I used to short the market by playing the QID. Okay, QID was my jam for a long time, long before I met the big guy. I had some success buying QID, shorting the Nasdaq, but the risk reward play right now for shorting is not a heck of a lot of. If you short the market Christmas, that was the time to short the market. Okay, if you want to short the market now with maybe another 5% down move, it's not my thing. I'm not gonna tell people not to short, but at the same time, I'm like, you're late to the party. Okay, you're late to the party. CMG, look at CMG. My goodness, see that? Great earning, didn't matter. Didn't matter. What an ugly couple days. Okay, it's because yeah, this is the safety play. Cheap food, big following, Gen Z fave. Didn't help. What can I say? Okay, I traded. I talk about getting out. I talk about not buying back in. I don't know what to tell you. I like CMG. I like Chipotle. In fact, we had Chipotle this week, a couple days ago. And not a chance. Would I buy Chipotle at 1300 if we get down there? And it will. Okay, I can't stress enough that if anyone right now tell you that, oh, Chipotle can't go lower, you want to bet? You want to bet? Amazon, ugly, ugly, ugly. Okay, ugly. Now I bought Amazon at 2300. Okay, I had an order that trigger. Not worry about that. I told Big Bro. To wait until down here. Okay. If the Nasdaq crash another 3%, can Amazon wick down to 2200? Absolutely. Absolutely. Why couldn't it? Okay. Why couldn't it? But the big guy really think that's the spot, okay? Because it's not a random spot. You're talking about a trend line, a long-term trend line. Okay, let me pan out so that you can see. See this? It was riding that trend line 5 years ago for support. Bounce nicely here, bounce nicely here. So it's coming down, okay? It's very likely that it will come down there. If the Nasdaq crash another 3% to get to the channel low, we will get there, okay? And I will buy more. That is about, as good of a support as Amazon can have, as far as a trend line that has support multi-year. You're talking about a 5-year support going back pre-pandemic, pre-many things. So yeah, that's the spot that it needs to hold. But what? If it come down there and bounce, you betcha I will put my stop down there, because a failure of that is a giant no-no, okay? When you have a major trendline support like this, it better hold. You don't know how bad it can be, okay? You don't want to see that fail, because it can go a lot lower. By a lot, sub 2000. That's what the big guy is saying, okay? If the big guy think 2000 is not out of the realm of pain in this down bear market cycle, but he also feel that if this line is violated, it is not unthinkable, but unthinkable to see Amazon down to 1600. It's ugly. Okay, so nothing you can do. Okay, there is things where, if you have, I am about 23% ish in cash, which is fine. It's I don't need to rush in. Whatever I bought really small. Like I said, I bought Costco twice Friday. I bought 2 shares each time. It's nothing. Okay, I'm down like $10. Who cares? There's no the right now is not the time to buy 50 shares of something, 100 shares of anything. No, you buy small. If you're wrong, so be it. Not a big deal. Buy good company. If it go down, that's okay. It's out of our hand. Okay, as long as the market is slave. What are risks when selling puts? CGC fan. Well, the risk of selling put is you buy the stock. I mean, do you understand selling put? Because I don't understand what your question is. Tesla. Tesla, yeah, it's the big guy think that's gonna come down to 800, 807. Okay, he see, yeah, there is no reason to be excited with Tesla. There is no reason. The big guy would buy Tesla down here between 807 and sevens. Now, can Tesla go all the way down to 704? Anything can happen. Not out of the realm of impossibility. Okay. See this long-term trend line? Yeah, that's Tesla has already violated that. Okay. Tesla, look, this trend line was super awesome for Tesla. Super awesome. Not anymore. Now it's going to be a big fat resistance. So, but the big guy do like Tesla at 700. So if you ask him, he would say 700, buy. Okay, he would buy Tesla for sure at 700. He would consider 807 as a start of nibbling, but for him 700 is the spot. Okay. Before I go, I just gonna answer selling put. Selling put. The only risk of selling put is that if we have a bear market, the stock will go lower than your strike price, and then you end up having a choice of buy the stock or not. Okay, it's let's say you like Tesla, but you don't want to pay. Right now, Tesla is 865. Okay, and you like Tesla, but you don't want to pay 865. What can you do? You can sell put at 800. Okay, let's see. Let's take a look at Tesla put at 800 to see if there's any juice. Where is my option? Where is it? See, I never use option tool on this platform, so I'm pretty crappy. I'm so bad with this when it comes down to options on Thinkorswim, because I don't trade. Okay, you gotta understand. I use Thinkorswim for the live chat, but I use my E-Trade to trade. So I'm always kind of like not sure where the heck to look for things. Trade options. Where are options? There we go. So Tesla options. Let's say 865. Okay. Not very good there. June. Yeah, that's June. That's crappy. But let's say 865, right there. You can see it, okay, right there. 865, a put is, the last is $1.56, which is not a very good premium. So let's say, let's pick another month that give you better juice, because I wouldn't do that. That one, that's crappy. Okay, so let's do July 15th. You see this? 850. Strike price 850, and you get like $10. Okay, just round it to $10. So what does that mean? What does that mean? Okay, so let's say you like Tesla, but you don't want to buy it here at 865. You can sell a put and get $10 going out to July. So you have 2 months, July 15th. Okay. Now, if Tesla stay above 865 as of July, you get to keep the $10. Not a bad thing, right? But let's say if Tesla crashed down to 800, are you going to be okay paying 855? Because remember, your put is 865, you get $10 premium, so it's 855. So your cost basis is going to be 855. Are you going to be okay owning Tesla at 855 in July? That's the question that you have to ask yourself if you want to sell put. Whenever I sell puts, I always ask myself, what if things go wrong? What if the stock go lower than my strike price? Am I willing to buy the stock, or do I have to roll it into another options later to not lose money? Okay, so this is the whole kind of question. So I sell a lot of puts, and most of the time I did pretty good. Okay, I sold puts on, the last time I sold put was 2 weeks ago on Lam Research. At 460. When Lam Research crashed down here, I saw um, Lam Research at like 430 strike price. It was insane. I got $3 premium for strike price at 430. It was insane. I got $3. And of course, Lam Research did pretty good, so I make money. Okay, I sold. I also sold put on Pfizer, um, 48. That also expired worthless many times. So yeah, I do. I mean, I do. Pretty much every week I sell a couple puts here and there when I see the right opportunities. I try to sell put on red day because the stock already crashing, especially on stock that I like Pfizer. I hope I just answered your question, CGC fan. How can you lose money? That's how you lose money. When a stock go below your strike price, that's how you lose money. It's that simple. If anyone that tell you to sell puts and don't explain it to you that you can lose money, what are you listening to? How can you lose money? Easy. All right, people. I think I pretty much cover all the negativity that you can get, right? Um, Not much else to say. We are in a downtrend. We are in a bear downtrend, and bear market behave just like this. Lots of ugly days. The occasional bounce. If you buy the low and the bounce get you into the profit, just sell. There is nothing more to say. I'm beating a dead horse here. It's not about the bounce here is not sustainable because the economy is going to get worse from this point. Okay, in a bull market, in a strong economy, the rip can go higher because the numbers are going higher, the earnings are going higher. We are looking at a situation, we are living in an environment where numbers are declining. Earnings are declining, revenue are declining, profit margin are declining. Get that through your thick skull if you are so stubborn and think that we are not in a bear market. There are people out there that are still fighting the notion that we are in a bear market. Okay, there are dudes that watch this video that was pumping their chest when Amazon is 3,200. It's time to buy. No, it's not. No, it's not. Okay, stop talking about holding nonsense. So much nonsense. The people that can't adapt, hopefully they not leverage. If you buy and hold, things will be fine in the long run, as long as you don't sell at the low. But hopefully the lesson, the takeaway is buy and hold is not a good thing, especially if you have time and access to trade. What more can I say, right? All right, people, enjoy your day. Look like we have a rainy afternoon because like the cloud is back and I can see and hear a little rumble of thunderstorm. Yes, thumbs up the video if you can. I'm sitting in the dark. Wow, I didn't realize how dark it is. Anyhow, have a wonderful weekend. Enjoy Doctor Strange movie if you are seeing it this weekend. I'm waiting until next Saturday after I think my wife bought tickets for us and a few of Anthony's friends. We will go see the movie around 12:30 next Saturday, I think. So there will be a review, but not until next week. That's it, people. Later.